everybody, welcome back to the AlexCloud2275 stream. Hope you are all doing well this fine day. I'm doing good, ready and raring to bring you another fantastic episode of Final Fantasy XVI. No, Final Fantasy 16. Jesus. For my gaming pleasure and your viewing pleasure. So I have rolled gear and abilities 4. Yep. And that is some Raging Fists, some Lightning Rod and some Thunderstorm, some Garuda, Gorge and Wicked. And I am 500 from better semi-priming. And when I reloaded, there was a dragon here waiting for me. So, it's time to tame a dragon.
Too slow.
Oh, I forgot to switch that back in my gear. No, you have to sort that out. I thought I was really good at hitting that dodge. Cool, now that was a fight. Alright. Now that's experience. We don't want that, we want Ages of the Warcraft. There we go. Nice, quick sort. Just thinking of that combo damage one. A die also deals its prey with overwhelming flurry of attacks that injure both body and spirit, stunning the creature and allowing for a quick kill before it can recover. Yeah, I might have that instead of the badge of metal. Yeah, that's good. Alright. World map. Make for Labert's Past at the Lost Wing.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
Okay.
Ready, girl?
Yeah, even this vineyard isn't doing so well. Sure the removement of the mother crystals is a good idea? Even this place ain't doing so well.
Back to the stables, girl.
Alright, there's no one out here. Okay. Oh, we've swapped that out. That isn't 4. That's 4. Alright.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
We haven't much, but you're free to look. I hope it's to your liking. Ah, yes. I hope it's to your liking. I trust it's all here. Ah, yes. I trust it's all here. Ah, yes. I hope it's to your liking. You're always welcome here in Lostwing.
Okay. Where is everyone?
Come, my children, the reckoning is nigh.
Hymns of Gregor, and thus Gregor summoned together her 270 spirits of light and told them that the holy herald she would send to the world below, where there was much strife and suffering, for which she wept. Rejoice, she said, for my heralds, who are part of me, who are me, shall be as bread unto the starving, as if it were unto the thirsty, and shall bring light where there is only darkness. I know this isn't the way to go. I'm still just like, where is everyone? Okay. So yeah, I need to go down, up and over. Now let's see what the people at the stables have to say. Why is this place abandoned?
Come, my children.
Yeah, reckoning is now. Good luck with that. I really should have travelled this place more before I cleared out. Sure, there's plenty of activity and lore to hear. Alright. Well. To the chocobo guys. Can't hop over things like that. It's dead though. You shouldn't restrict it the jumps when it's this empty. Let me be a madman. What's going on?
I know you're all afraid, but now is not the time for shilly-shallying. We've planned long and hard for this.
Helena!
Oh, there you are, Sid. Thanks so much for coming. The, ruins are just over there, as is the creature I told you about, I'd imagine. Would you mind?
Of course. I'll be right back.
Alright, let's go. Slay the creature that has taken up residence in the ruins.
Anybody home? This must be our unwanted visitor. Time to go.
The unwanted visitor, slay the enemy.
Over here! Get him!
The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid! Oh, thank goodness you're safe.
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed. Well, don't let us keep you. We'll, see that everything is transported safely back to the hideaway.
All right. I'll let Mid know you're on your way.
Oh, that was it. Alright, cool. Letting off steam too. Eye of the Warrior. Okay. And Meteorite.
Now feel good, boy.
Even that little lady's gone. Yeah, no one's left in Lost Wing. It's been completely evacuated.
If you're ready, we leave at once.
Fair is fair enough.
We're seeing troops amassing at every port.
Ain't so bad stretching your legs once in a while. Should do it more often.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Come to claim your just desserts?
Few are those who strive to lighten the burden borne by the crystal's curse, but if we are to survive the coming storm, we must stand together, bearer and brother, as you have shown us, a friend from in Northreach.
All yours. All done?
Okay. Let's go to mid.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid. Helena has recovered the material for the helm. She'll be along shortly.
Excellent. Another job well done.
And just one remaining.
Right. Right, the shielding. This one's a bit of a bugger.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, but those things will still be spitting out enough fire to set the rest of the ship ablaze. Which is why you need proper shielding. A prison for the dragon's breath that's blazing away inside. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but they'd both be too heavy. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the briny before we'd even started. I need something light. But I've racked my brains and I just can't think what to do it.
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek. Harpocrates.
Tomes? Yeah, well, I'd thought of that, obviously. I've got all the details written down here. Can you take this to him, see what he makes of it?
Right away.
I've been going round in circles trying to find something sturdy enough to withstand the fire of the engines, but light enough not to sink the ship. I've been going round in circles trying to find something sturdy enough to withstand the fire of the engines, but light enough not to sink the ship. Should have bothered old Tome sooner. If anyone knows something I don't, it'll be him.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
I heard what you told Nan about Kupka. Hopefully all out.
Thanks to Sid, the man who hurt your mother.
Harpocrates, do you have a moment?
For you, Clive, always.
Well, actually, it's for mid this time. Could you take a look at this?
A baffling diagram made all the more confounding by its proponents of question marks that blemish its borders.
Shielding for a mithril engine? Whatever will that girl think of next? And what are these notes around the edges?
She has some specific requirements for the materials. The shielding needs to be able to resist extreme heat on the inside, and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight, while also being light enough not to sink it. As you can imagine, she's struggling to find anything that meets her needs.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution, or if you might be able to search the records for one.
Perhaps it is not a different material she requires, but a different approach.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine, at timber and steel alike. And yet, we have made a home here from those very materials nonetheless.
We have. But Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelisk complains that without a constant supply of pitch. I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew. It is said to be able to resist even the most ferocious flames. Before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle walls with it in order to guard against dragon fire.
So if we could recreate it...
It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection Mid requires. As to how best to apply it and to what material, perhaps Bardolph and Obelisk might be of assistance. I shall speak to them and see what wisdom they might have to offer. If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, I shall discuss the specifics of how it might be most effectively put to use with our two friends. The knowledge of the past may yet prove useful to we of the modern era.
Thank you, Harpocrates. And since you're asking others to help you, perhaps I should too.
So you need a hand, do you?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help. And some company, too.
The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare the shielding itself.
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research. I leave the decision as to who will go with whom in your capable hands, Clive.
Okay, letting off some steam.
Shielding that guards against even the most ferocious flames. We could have done with some of that on Drustinus.
I doubt I would have survived that place with or without it. A trip to Northreach, though, I think either of us could handle.
Shielding that guards against even...
So, Clive, have you made your decision? Who will accompany you on your little excursion?
Tara, you're with me.
All right. So, what are we fetching?
I have taken the liberty of preparing a list. Here.
Garlic? Conch shells? Are you sure this is the right list? Looks like the ingredients for someone's supper.
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects that are rarely exploited, effects for which they were once highly prized. So much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction, hence moon dews having fallen from favor. Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease. You should be able to find everything you need at the market in Northreach.
Well, isn't that convenient? I was hoping to be able to make a trip over that way sometime soon. Need to speak to an old acquaintance. I'll meet you there.
All right. Stay safe.
I'll see you later, Clive.
Good luck with your research.
Harpocrates and I'll look after things here. You head over to Northreach.
How good it is to see you, Clive. What subject shall we consider today?
Right, let's make my way to Northreach. Through the dragon's ear. Now, what are those? Those like little drakes. Yeah, there's the dragon neck things. That's what you are. I feel like I was bullying them now, so I'm just going to leave it well enough alone. Could always do with some taking out some Eastwatch though.
He dies here! Stay down!
Good girl.
Fly, Ambrosia.
You deserve a rest. Now, where's Talia?
For each now that all the highborn have fled south.
And what can I do for you? And a fine, fine day
Them
to
pilchards
you.
nice and chilled. I won't have you
Need to
spoiling
stock up on
another
these.
catch.
There you are, Talia.
Ah, and there you are. We shouldn't have any problems finding what we need in a place like this. But if time is of the essence, perhaps we should split up. Take a few items each.
All right. What shall I look for?
Let's see now. Why don't you take the garlic and the pepio nuts? Meet me by the gate when you've got them.
Up! You'll not find a bruised pippin in the bushel.
Fresh cuts. Come and get them before they're gone.
You haven't much, but you're free to look. I hope it's to your liking. Keep fighting the good fight. Any friend of the innkeeper is a friend of mine.
Elements are a hallmark of classic Sambric cuisine, so much so that a tradition for the emperor is to award an honorary titles to those responsible for supervising their cultivation and preparations in the White Worm Castle kitchens, the so-called Garlic Knights among
Keep
them.
fighting the good fight.
All anyone ever wants anymore is water grape. How am I supposed to make a living?
How the hell is anyone supposed to afford that price?
What do you want?
Pepper nuts, an edible fruit of the pepper plant, is prized by chocobo breeders, although the superstition that it lends a stud bird additional stamina seems to be largely founded on its blushing, swollen form rather than any quantifiable results.
And? Good riddance.
That should do it. Hopefully Talia's finished too.
It's finally sprinted.
Well, did you find everything?
I did. Here.
Garlic and pepio nuts. Job done. We should get this back to Tomes then. He'll be waiting. But we're not in too much of a rush, are we? Quick chat. Do you know, I think this is the very first time we've been out on an errand together.
I think you might be right.
In all the years since you and that scowl of yours first appeared, you haven't invited me out once. For shame.
Well, it seemed long overdue. And you did say you had some shopping to do.
I was hoping to restock my supplies of herbs and liniment, yes. You and Jill alone burned through them like wildfire. No luck, though. My usual supplier's not here, and I refuse to pay the prices these gougers charge.
I'll ask Karen when we get back. What is it?
Oh, just memories. I came here with Sid once, shopping for supplies, just like today. And just like today, I came away empty-handed. Sid even said he'd speak to Karen for me when we got back. Has it really been 5 years? I remember it as if it was yesterday. Hold on. Does that mean it's been 5 years since we met? Feels a lot longer.
It does. In a good way, of course. Thank you, Tyre.
For what?
For everything. I just want you to know that all you've done for us, all you still do, it's appreciated.
Do you think I'd stick around if I thought it wasn't? But in the spirit of sharing and caring, you're appreciated too, by all of us. Well, I think we've tarried long enough. I ought to get these ingredients back to Tomes so he can make up this concoction of his. I'll meet you back at the hideaway, all right?
All right. And thanks again.
I heard you the first time.
Oh. Alright. Yeah, nothing much else to do. Back to Hippocrates it is.
I wonder how Hippocrates is getting on with the moon dew.
Welcome home. He had a successful trip.
Ah, better late than never. We're ready to begin whenever you are.
How's work on the shielding progressing, Hippocrates?
Well, very well indeed. And thanks in no small part to your kind assistance. I was just explaining to Tarja how we might best go about preparing the moon dew. And now that we have all the ingredients, we may begin.
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my time.
I'm sure you have. What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Obolus.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you. All of you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary? Many hands make light work and all that.
Of course.
Oh, and Clive. It was good to talk. We should do it again sometime.
It appears our work here is almost at an end. A shame. I was enjoying playing the man of action for once. When both the shielding and the moon dew are ready, it will merely be a matter of applying the one to the other. Followed by a rigorous process of testing and retesting, of course. Perhaps someone ought to warn young Mid of that.
Leave it to me. Thank you, Hippocrates.
Letting off steam 3.
Well, I'd better go and give Mid the good news then.
Report back to Mid.
seen troops amassing at every border crossing.
Oh, how do I want to go about this next? I mean... Maybe. Might want to do that, yeah.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid. But you'll be pleased to know that work on the shielding is underway.
You found something for it?
In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates knew of a substance that's highly resistant to heat. A coating that should provide the protection you need. He's supervising the construction and testing of the shielding as we speak.
Brilliant! I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Don't thank me. I'm just the errand boy.
Right then, better start working out how to bolt all these bits together. To the Black Hammer!
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Displacement stacks.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way!
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find. This is gonna require some precision walloping.
It's finished! It's finally finished!
Thank fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's one down and just 3 more to go.
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves, eh?
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just daydreaming. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown. Searching for a land untouched by the Blight. Just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the Twins turned black, we might still have a chance. That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want it to be that. I don't want it to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
I'm working on that. And I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you always? All right. My mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command. Sod our plans, I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
I was. And you can come too now that your little project is finished.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a mo.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming. Meet us in the mess when you're ready.
Aye, aye, Captain.
New quests available nearby. And a new missive.
He cracked the crystal too? You're joking.
It's no joke. Drake's Fang is gone. There's nothing left but a crater.
Okay. Off the record. I was thumbing through the hideaway ledgers at Otto's behest and might have come across something that might end your intention, maybe. And I mean immediately. You know where I'll be.
Trouble with the ledgers? Shouldn't he be asking Otto for help?
Clive, something ain't right with that hound of yours. When it pleases your lordship, come pay me a visit at the toll.
What could be wrong with Torgor? He seemed well enough when I last saw him.
Bone to pick. And then about Blackthorn. Pen is mightier, trophy earned. Cheers for your help dragging Blackthorn out of the dumps the other day. Thing is, I reckon he's gone and thrown himself back in, judging by the droop of his jowls lately. Thinking maybe it weren't just the leather that was on his mind, maybe there's some other demons jabbing pitchforks in his privates. I know you're a busy bloke, but next time you find yourself free, maybe we could go and ask the old bastard what's gotten him so hot and bothered. Assuming it ain't just the forge.
Hopefully it's nothing. But I should speak to Blackthorn just in case.
Blacksmith's Blues.
I got your note. You think something's wrong with Torgor?
So you can read. Congratulations. But I didn't say I were wrong with him. I said something weren't right. He's not been eating me treats. He used to love cracking the bones from Molly's boiled brown, but now he won't so much as look at them. Didn't like him. Which is why I'm of a mind that his mind's on something else. You've not been working him too hard, have you?
No harder than usual. Is that it, boy? Do you need a rest?
What was it you said he was? A frost wolf?
That's what the lawsman seems to think.
Then maybe this all has something to do with whatever it is that's woken inside him.
I suppose things have been different since Rosalith. Perhaps Hippocrates knows something.
Instead of everything, you mean? Perhaps.
Speak with Hippocrates.
I need to ask you about Torgal. Something's not right with him.
He isn't ill, is he?
I don't think so. But according to Lady Karen, he seems to have lost his appetite, which is certainly a new development. She says he's hardly been touching his bones of late, and she believes it may have something to do with what happened at Rosalith Castle.
I rather think she might be right, though not about his appetite. All canids are instinctively inclined to crack open bones for the rich marrow that resides within, and I see no reason why a frostwolf should be any different. Accordingly, I suspect it is not a lack of appetite that afflicts Torgal, but a surfeit of it. If we assume that his newfound magics require additional nourishment to sustain, it may well be that the bones Lady Karen is accustomed to providing are no longer sufficient. Frostwolves, after all, habitually prey upon far larger animals, whose bones may yield altogether different nutrients. As to where one might find a suitable substitute, some antelopes that graze the meadows of eastern Rosaria have been known to grow to a size more than double that of their lesser cousins.
I don't recall ever seeing any that large.
And little wonder. The oldest and largest such creatures rarely leave the safety of the highlands for fear of predators. The last elder antelope sighting I recall hearing about took place near Cressida, and that was long before the village was abandoned.
Even so, it seems like a good place to start.
Good hunting, Clive.
A seed of ingenuity sown in a fertile mind, by long travail of helping hands shall e'er fruition find.
I heard what you told Nan about Kupka. Hopefully all our old...
Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
Not really, no.
This won't take long. I just wanted to ask how you're getting on. August was worried about you, and you might still be doubting your craft, even after learning the trick of that cuirass. Is there something else weighing on your mind? Perhaps sharing your thoughts might help.
That bastard's like a dog with a bone. Still, you've got a keen eye, I'll give him that. He's just, well, Karen showed me something I've never seen before.
And that was?
A sword. An odd-looking thing with a single-edged blade. The metal itself wasn't anything to write home about, but fuck me, the edge on it. You could slice a man clean in two with a weapon like that, and he'd be halfway home before he even realised he'd been cut.
So that's what's troubling you?
Nah. Not troubling me exactly. More distracting. Can't stop thinking, how do you get an edge that sharp? It's driving me mad.
And if you knew how to do it, we could arm the curse breakers with even better blades.
That's about the size of it, yeah.
I'll see what I can find out. Sharper swords are always welcome, and we can't have our master blacksmith being distracted.
You're a soft touch, you know that. But I can't say I'm not grateful for it. Good luck, eh?
Thank you. Let's see what Karen knows about this sword. You're looking well, Karen.
What do you want? Out with it.
I want to know about the sword you showed Blackthorn. Single-edged and extremely sharp.
Running around after him again, are you?
I suppose I am, yes. But I need to help him find out how to work an edge like that. It's driving him to distraction.
Little wonder, I suppose. There's not many like that make it as far as the twins, and those that do go straight into private collections, which made it nice and easy finding a buyer.
Can you tell me who bought it? Where is it now?
You think I tell people who my clients are? Suppose you're not likely to go nicking him off me, are you now? Fine. If you stop mooning at me like that. Lord Ignac's the man you want. Delmechian bloke. Collects weapons and the like. And he's got more money than sense, which is why he's one of my favourite clients. Reckon he'll still be at the inn in Dalamil, where I left him.
Thank you, Karen.
Oh, and he's a touch eccentric, if you take my meaning.
I appreciate the warning.
I went up to give some greens to the chocobo.
Yep, that's mid in there. Oh, what of mid's engineers?
Well, that's it then. I'm buggered.
Owen.
Here, Sid. Reckon you might be just the man to help me out of a bit of bother, if you've a mind to.
Let's hear it.
Well, it's about this alembic the chief's got me making. Lovely bit of kit it is. Bunging a solution you want splitting, and it will separate it out, just like that. Problem is, it won't always get rid of all the impurities. And with some of the stuff we need it for, that ain't good enough. Which is why I've been looking for something to filter the liquid we'll be cooking off. And that's where I was hoping you could help me out. Oh. Here.
I accidentally pressed circle on that one.
Let's hear it.
Well, lovely bit problem, which is...
Why not?
I imagine Ty could get some use out of this alembic too. Distilling medicines and the like. Alright. Why not?
Proper job!
So what exactly do you need for this filter?
Nothing but bomb ash'll do, says the chief. Gave me a sample she'd obtained from the university stores. Couldn't believe my eyes. You pour the blackest blight water through it, and it comes out clear as a mountain stream. So, I did a bit of reading about where I might be able to get hold of some. And do you know what I found out? It's only the blimmin' bones of a bomb king. They leave them behind when they die, see?
I take it that's where I come in.
If you wouldn't mind. I saw a billet on the hunt board for one just the other day. Would have gone myself, but, well, fighting dirty great balls of flame ain't exactly my forte. You, on the other hand...
All right. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you kindly. And a good hunting, eh? I've tried to find a supplier for this stuff, but it's rare as Chocobo's teeth. Either someone brings down a Bomb King and picks up the ash, or... I don't know.
I think Mig might need some help.
When it comes to boyish charm, Goops has an indomitable...
It was good of you to help Mid. And it made a nice change for me as well. There's only so many boils a girl can lance before she gets sick of it.
Clive, did you get my letter?
That's why I'm here.
Shh. Otto might be listening.
Is this better?
A little. Listen. I've some bad news. It turns out the hideaway may be slightly behind in its payment to certain lenders, and it may be my fault. but I swear to the goddess, I thought I had the numbers square. Sadly, that square turned out to be more of a circle. 0, you might say. I can straighten it out, I swear, but it's going to take some time, and I'm going to need help keeping it from Otto.
Bit late for that, I'd say.
There you are! What a surprise!
So let me get this straight. You forget to pay our lenders what they're due, and instead of coming straight to me, you get Clive to come to you. And I hope he'll dig you out of the hole you've dug for yourself. Clive, the man in charge of the place you've been cheerfully trying to bankrupt. And you thought this was a cunning plan. Why? Well, who needs paying?
Oh, just Martha. And the dame. And, well, Lady Karen. But only 500 talents.
We owe 3 of our most trusted friends 5 million gil.
Each. 5 million each. They lent us the bulk of the money we used to rebuild the hideaway, you see, and, well, I must have made some sort of oversight.
Those ledgers were my responsibility, and it was my decision to entrust them to you. This is my fault.
Do we have that much to hand? I can always ask my uncle.
No, we don't. And no, you won't. We've lightened Lord Rosfield's purse enough. After the king's ransom we had off him, he deserves better than to see our begging bowl. Besides, we'll need to learn to stand on our own if we're going to make this work.
All right. But that doesn't mean you have to shoulder the burden yourself. Is there anything I can do to help?
There might be. How'd you fancy taking these to Martha and the dame?
Rocks.
Rocks, he says. Worth 1,000 talents apiece, these are. A little something Sid and I set aside for when times got lean. And I reckon 15 million in overdue debt probably qualifies. I just hope our associates' eyes are a bit more discerning than yours.
I'm sure there will be.
Should be me making the rounds, really. But you know how it is with this place. Orders to bark, arses to wipe, and all that.
I know. Which is why I don't mind going in your place.
Go. Do you know why I only gave Master Clive here 2 star rubies?
Because you'd rather Lady Karen killed me.
Because I'd rather Lady Karen killed you. Yes.
Well, I suppose this is goodbye then.
Don't worry. I'm sure Karen will understand.
Really? Do you think so?
No, I don't.
Oh, poor guy. Ask about bomb sightings. Where are you hiding? Curse. Oh, the Croc in Sandbreak. Cursebreaker aimed for the Imperial chest that took the wrong turn in nearby wood. Within, she discovered the ruins of a fallen airship, and with them a beast akin to the ball of fire that chased the scream from the grove. The soldier later identified the creature as an almanac of echoes, but firm her insistence that the bomb she saw was 10 times the size of the one depicted therein. Alright. Wait, the crack? The croc and sandbreak. Yeah. Classes is Regaria. Those classes sandbreak. So yeah, it must be there somewhere. We'll find out in the next stream. Thanks very much for watching, guys. Do any likes, fellas, quits. Or subscribe if you wish you want to do. When we come back, we will speak with Otto, and then we will go a bit of Shaw, then a bit of Shaw, then a bit of Law. And try to find this crack place. But until then, I will catch you guys in the next one.